Hello, everybody. Are we talking? Are we live? Yes, we are. I was looking forward to streaming, and then for some reasons I then was not. So we will try and play this game a bit, see what it's like to be online a bit. I promised some people that I would do it, so we are going to do it. Have we played it before? No, we have not. And let's see what the game is. Until the computer is barely like this. I can barely see it. Please enter the current time. Oh, it's... Oh, can I move? Cannot. I have to go all the way. Okay. 7:06 p.m. Let's see. Okay. It's infinitely going. End's never the end is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Let's see.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Interesting.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh. Camera sensitivity 2. 1. 0. Okay, much better. Can I touch, take anything? No?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I don't know. Papers look nice. Turned off his computer. Pushing buttons in.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't
Yes.
make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
There's nothing. The mirror for 5s? No, the window, not a mirror. Okay, okay, I see. I hate Mondays.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Are we going to do a chat?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yes, I do.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, yes. Definitely.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I can't help but to... Okay, let's do...
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Damn it. Okay, let's see where it takes us.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What if you just walk through? Does it end the...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wow. What an office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Amazing. As if somebody told me. Let's go down. This reminds me a lot of Half-Life, even though I never played Half-Life.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, let's do it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
These are some numbers. We will find out. Let's just do what he says. And not find anything else. We're being very gullible for now.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's
Ooh.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place.
This
where
looks like the
freedom
Matrix.
meant
That one is
nothing.
broken. 234. 234 was broken. Okay. Elevator.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Yes, I
Had
agree.
Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
This reminds me of Severance.
No.
Close it up.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's
Yes,
control.
let's do a hero's journey.
Never.
Hero's
It was
journey.
unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Seems like so.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the
Now
controls
let's
once and
dismantle
for all.
them. Let's dismantle them. How do we dismantle them? 5? Does each have a button? Number? 3? What is 3? Okay, no. So we have to input the code that was input. 1? No. Oh, 1 made a nice sound. What is this door? What are we on to do? Mic controls idle awaiting input. Off.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this.
We're not waiting for the narrator. And is that it? Did we beat the game?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this
Yes.
mattered to him.
Freedom.
For it was not knowledge or
It's like
even
Portal.
power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go.
Let
No
go.
longer would anyone tell him where to go, what
Like
to do,
the Grudge.
or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be.
This looks like a screen or
And that
something.
was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Okay, is it open now?
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
Good.
This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
What a story. Yay! We have beaten the game. Oh no. But we're back. But we have beaten the game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's try all doors. Nope. Nope. One is closed. All the doors are closed.
Stanley went around touching every little thing
Yes,
in the office,
of
but
course.
it didn't make a single... Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office, because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Await input. Can I press some more buttons? Input received. Nope. It ain't working. Somebody spilled the coffee. No, that's not working either. Nope.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We're going to go to
This
the
was
door.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
What's it gonna say now? Let's just enjoy the view into this room and see what we get. Nothing. Let's wait here until we get a comment. Let's see what the narrator says. It seems fairly. I like the concept and the premise of the game. The fact that we are interacting with the story in real time. You know. And the fact that the story is changing depends on what we do. I mean the story, what the narrator is telling, happening. I guess he's not going to mention anything. Maybe I didn't just wait long enough, but we have to try every door. Okay.
Wow. Yes. This room.
Beautiful.
What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Wow. We're not doing that. We'll close the door. I'm being a rebel.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
You should be fired years ago. I just go around clicking everything. Okay. Do not jump from the cargo lift while in motion. Will cause death. What do you think? What do you think? Need a card. Is there a card anywhere nearby? Maybe there was a card up there. Let's close now. So if I step onto it.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Where are we going?
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. No buckets. Why all the doors closed behind me?
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Which one is the red door? This is the red door. Okay.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yes.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red. All right, fine, go ahead,
Okay.
Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well,
Yes.
don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do not think I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
No.
Skill trees?
No.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I can't.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Ooh. We're
There we
developing.
go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
No. Developing the same.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
No.
Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
No.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that?
Whatever.
I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Okay.
And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
There's a leaderboard. Is this like live? Where am I? Will it actually show me? This is you, Stanley. Oh no. You're objectively ranked the last. Wanna ask some friends for help. Friends ST. That really hurts. That red is on mine. I haven't played this game for 7 hours. What are you talking about? That is not true. Okay, let's go through this door again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Not really, but it was cool, so a 2.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
What is it?
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
Okay.
I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
4 hours.
Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
They made it the most annoying thing ever. Could they just let the baby die? I don't know. I can't believe what I just said. But I think that's what I'm gonna do to save myself from this torture.
You heartless bastard.
Yeah.
Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Uh,
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the
It was
experience
annoying.
for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Yes.
Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Someone else's game. What are we going to boof?
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about,
What
Stanley?
is this game?
What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Ooh, Firewatch is the
Well, it
Firewatch.
seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it.
You're a
What a
s-
fascinating venture into the experience
No,
of
that's
total
not.
mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this
No.
game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
No. That sounds like Red Dead Redemption music. Can we do anything with anything? Somebody was bored. Somebody went crazy. Somebody has a truck. Keys list. Think our mind. The Patriots. Death strikes to the birds of Wyoming. Huh? Dr. President. What is that? Beans, space puffs, and water. Okay. National Forests of Wyoming. So we're in Wyoming. Oh. The wind is blowing. Shit. Of course I walked the wrong way.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What?
It is. It's an open world game.
Oh,
Good
no.
God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big open,
No.
just wandering around. No right or wrong directions.
No.
path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we
No.
avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
No.
Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably
Okay.
something with walls. Something with nice, big,
Which game
insurmountable
has
walls.
big walls? Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Okay, I think this will be just...
You cannot leave the area. This is Rocket League.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
How can we exit this?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see.
There's the
There are
middle.
lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun.
What flags do we
We shall
have?
run the bases and do a touchdown together.
It's Russia.
Yes,
Ah,
I
there's
think
Croatia.
surely we
Actually, the
must.
Czech Republic.
Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Bosnia. Can we hit the ball? Oh, now I'm fast. We are team. No, we have to hit it from this side.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked
It's
so
fun.
hard
It's
on?
fun.
Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist. But
It's
if
fun.
one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball. Yes. Oh, goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable.
We scored.
More balls.
Goal! Doof. Doof. Let's go. Okay, let's go.
Are you enjoying this, Stanley? Are you having fun? Is this a real video game?
Not really.
Well, I sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
Oh no.
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end.
I was
This is my
just
game,
about to
and what
start
I say
enjoying
goes.
walking fast.
You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for
What are
you.
you, my mom?
Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am structure. I'm your sense of purpose.
No, you're not.
And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best.
Who are you calling
Take
kid?
care, Stanley.
Okay. Is that it? The hell? Is that it? Are we left alone? What is this? Cannot climb up here. Can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. Okay, got another achievement. I love this metagaming. I think where the ball fell, so that's where I'll go. The ball falls down when it enters the goal, so...
Hold on. What are you doing?
What am I doing? What are you doing? You left me here. Okay.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
How
How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Filing cabinets. 6-4. It's dark. Okay. There is nothing in here. This is like old. Maybe like they were transported back in time or something. Ah, there's a light. Let's see. I don't know what that is. Not able to ascertain. But there's light. Okay. That looks like Fruity Loops or something. Those are cameras. And there's nothing in here. Nothing in particular.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
I am.
And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
I have.
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
What does he mean? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay, we're
What could it
back
mean?
at the beginning.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's try the escape now.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Of course.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business,
Exactly.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked
And then
straight
he
ahead
went
to
down.
the opposite door, and got back on track.
Or not. Or he went down.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Yes.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from
Where?
here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Gonna close it again.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute?
Okay. You check what you need to check.
Let's see, we went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. Oh, we're back.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to...
I want to still broken to 34.
Am I kidding?
104
It's all
fired.
rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
601 fired.
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay.
We will wander
from the
off
top.
track. Don't worry about it. We already did a good ending.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm yawning.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, no, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on.
No.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know
Exactly.
for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Which one? That one looks coolest, but I can't get there. Okay, let's go there. That drew me because of that. Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself. Sounds like it was written for me.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on.
Wait,
I
we're
can
back.
promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll
Back
ever
in the
progress
beginning?
by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's
I think
give it a shot. Why
they made
not?
it just to be confusing. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did something change? I'm not sure if something changed. It did, maybe it didn't. Okay, we're back in this, but there's nothing.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Okay.
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
We were there. I don't remember this being here. What could have we missed?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Okay.
No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Wow, whoever made this game.
Now this...
Okay.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
What is this?
Do you remember, Stanley?
No, I
Do you
don't
know
remember
what?
anything.
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard
We
work,
win.
and it really
Hey.
paid off, so good job.
Hey, hello.
No.
What's up?
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay?
What do we do?
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
Yes, we won. You
What
came
might
just
happen
in
this
time for the win.
I have to restart.
This is like the 7th time the game is restarting.
All right, I've got a solution.
Have you
This
ever
time,
played
to
this
make
game?
sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Okay.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. This is a new way.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way,
You were
is the
story
story of
running.
no
Nice. Then you
destination
someone back to your
still a
house.
story? Simply by the act of moving forward,
Just because of
are we
the
implying a
stream.
journey
Oh, I didn't have to
such
do
A
that.
destination
Thanks.
is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself. Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought.
You
for a
see, we're
minute.
playing
Stick
another
with me. Now,
philosophical,
we can both
weird
agree
game.
that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
Yes, it is.
Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Let's go off the
You know
tracks.
what? I think
Oh, it's
what we
back
need
here.
right
What?
now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
We were here. No, we weren't. Okay. Now we're gonna go up. Ah, it's not letting us. Okay. We're following the line. I kind of like the music actually, but this is something. Can we walk on walls? No. You just have to follow the line. Okay. The point of the game is what you're playing is being narrated by this guy. So if you go off track, he starts saying that you're going off track and things of that nature. Okay. But let's see where this takes us. I don't know.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
This one.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Okay.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay, let's study it closely. Let's smell it. Okay, this is here. Okay. Do we remember it? How many leaves does it have? 748. Okay.
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
Yes, we are.
No.
You made a mistake.
You do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Let's go. Does this office really exist? Oh, shit.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us after we trusted you? After everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
The game restarts. We followed the line. And still we missed it. What's the
You know
sound?
what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
I
We're
agree.
intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
I agree.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Can I go in this direction? No. Have to go there. Okay. Where will you take us?
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
I feel like I'm
What do you
going in
want our
circles.
story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I feel like I'm going back in.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines
Follow
or
the
monitor
line.
room.
Let's follow the line.
Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
How can I not acknowledge it? It's all over the place. Okay, it went up there. Is it ever gonna come down?
Ah, a choice. We get to make
Okay,
a decision.
what do we do?
From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Left or right?
In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
I'm not working in
Okay,
circles. I get
so
dizzy.
I know that each door has to lead somewhere.
Yes.
Which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go,
Yes.
there must be a reverse door that leads here.
Yes.
And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the
Yes.
right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Yo, what's up, Quark?
And since
Commands.
the answer is clearly yes, then by
What
all
do you
accounts,
mean by
the door on
commands?
the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
It's exclamation point helicopter. Are you playing the finals? There you go.
Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me
Waiting. Okay,
that's what
okay.
this is?
I'll be there in
One
about
giant
5
ending?
minutes.
And we're supposed to restart the game what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
I've been playing. Wait, what?
It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule,
So
I
this is-
restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
No, I
I
won't
don't
be
want to
streaming.
forget.
We'll be just playing.
My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me?
So this is basically
Where did I
the
get to
game we've been
decide?
playing so
Where
far.
did I get a say in all of this?
I
Is
know
it
the girl
really-
that's friends with the dude who created
No,
this
it
game.
can't be.
Cool.
I don't want it to be. I don't want
Nice.
the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this.
Wait,
I
what?
Won't
Where are we
restart
now?
The game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped.
What? He's
that
Irish,
mean-
of course.
Did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know?
On the 4th.
Will someone come for us? Will something
Find the
happen?
line again. 5th restart.
So-
Narrator forgets about previous restarts.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
Okay.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
And the game
Well,
restarts
in
on
the
its own.
meantime, if you do
Okay. This is where we were. The game has restarted. What's the guy
all
who made
this
the game
code
like?
has
It was
gone.
a mod
What did it
for...
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Half-Life
room.
or something?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. After all this craziness, we're back in the original base spot. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
What
he
do we
entered the
do?
door on his left.
We go here.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There's two of them. She's friends with the dude who's actually British, not Irish. Okay, okay. Oh, there's the line. Look. Will the line interject? Okay, the two guys made the game.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, Stanley took that. Oh, well, he didn't. Stanley went here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump from the cargo lift while motion will cause death. Are we up for it? Should we die? Let's try and die.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm
The
not your enemy, really, I'm not.
the story of
realize that
Stanley
investing
ends
your
now.
trust in someone else can be different, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story
Yes.
and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yes. Thank you. The game has a cool sense of humor. Main dev for Dark Side Detective.
All of his co-workers.
What is Dark Side Detective? But they're haha, cool. Twin Lakes. Is that some sort of Twin Peaks adjacent stuff? Like an old school point and click? Yeah, no, I saw his talk on Shift in Zadar. Or his presentation or whatever. He talked about how they made Doom and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. I could say I saw him in person, so
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
it's
missed a
only
memo.
1 degree of separation. Which game? Stanley Parable or the detective game?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Which one? Let's see what's in the door on the left of the detective game. Okay. We are following the narrator. Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
Targets.
of
Push
disbelief,
for funding
Stanley
for
decided
R&D
to go up to his
or
boss's
of new coffee
office,
machine.
hoping he might find an answer there.
Standardize graphs 40 times wide. Not efficient. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Synergize papers. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. Who moved my desk? They have a new game. Can you send the link? Everyone is unique. You most of all. You're the uniquest. Number of slides on this slide. Dance of Blake Manor. What is that one? Oh, it looks cool. That's a pretty new game. What is it? Supernatural Detective Puzzle Single Player. Ooh, that would be cool to play. Hopefully it's not too scary. Oh, it's of the same, it's in the same bundle as Blueprints. Blueprints is supposedly a very cool game. Okay, I guess we gotta go here. They said to get somebody out of the broom
Stanley
closet.
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
There we go.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason
Yes.
to still be here.
Let's wait for one more reply from the
It
guy.
was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Does FA mean fuck all? Okay. We can't grab anything. Okay. Let's
Coming
go.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
Of
his
course, we're
boss's
going to go
office.
downstairs. What is this? Does somebody sleep here? There's a note on the floor. I cannot read. Highlands. Can I like zoom in or something? I can't read it. It's too small. Somebody's car is
But
left
Stanley
running.
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished.
1, 2,
His
B4.
boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
Are we stuck in a
None of
loop?
it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked
Oh no,
up?
I have no feet.
Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to
Yes.
look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No,
Seems so.
Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
No, I'm
And at
saying that
last,
it's
he
not
came
real.
to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
What?
He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Is it a dream?
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to
Okay.
my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun.
This
and
is-
Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Outer
How
Wilds
was he when
adjacent.
so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
That is a good question.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could
But
it
why
be?
am I stuck in a
Was
room loop?
Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in
Okay.
his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
We get
This
in the
voice
car.
was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
Okay, what
He
happened?
felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on
Okay,
his back,
what?
the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Ah, I'm getting a cramp.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream.
Oh.
I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Is this the 7th restart? Or
This
6th?
is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
And is that the end of this? Okay. Well, Stanley lost his mind.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Okay.
he entered the door on his left.
As I've said, it's going to be just a short one to explore this a bit. Thanks for stopping by soon, or stopping by, being here, enjoying it for a second or two. The stream came out way shorter than intended because it started way late because I had some other things to attend to. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for being here. And I will be seeing you some other time. This is a really appropriate way to end the stream. Choose which door you want to take. Which one looks more appealing? I guess we will find out in the next stream. So thank you, Quark. Thank you, Hollow. Go for a run, Hollow. That may be something I should have done. Next stream when? Ooh, that's a good question. I should probably make a schedule and stick to it. So, not tomorrow, but Wednesday. Next stream Wednesday. Wednesday, same time, around 6. And let's make it a bit of a longer stream. If that
Stanley just
works
stood
for
there
you.
doing nothing at all. He
Or
seems
for
to think
anybody.
I have nothing better to do with my
Thanks for
time
asking.
than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything.
And now the narrator
This
is
why Stanley and I are on such good
trolling
terms.
us. But Wednesday, next stream. Nothing tomorrow. Okay, guys. Talk to you later. Have fun with whatever it is you want to have fun with. And I'll see you. Goodbye.